If you think ChatGPT is the only AI tool that you need to run your business, you're actually wasting time. You've seen hundreds of tools advertised, and the truth is, most people are totally overwhelmed trying to figure out which one to use and when. You don't need 100 tools. You just need a simple, strategic, proven stack that works together. And I broke down 12 essential tools that I use every day to simplify and amplify my content on autopilot. Let's dive in. This is the AI Tool Tech Stack Workshop Replay and Resources document. It is a living document. It is a Google Doc. The link to it is shared in the pinned post. A little reminder, it is going to be a live document because of some of the information in here. If I ever need to make changes to it, if you just want to go ahead and bookmark this document in your bookmarks, save them. You might want to even create an Amplify folder that you can put these kind of workshop replay documents inside. You're going to see I've got little tabs over here. This is where I'm going to put the replay link, as well as you're going to see a resource document here. If you click this document right now, it's going to open up another living document that you're going to want to have available to you today, because you might be asking questions on, oh, where do we find that? Or where can I get the link for that? There are so many tools, and we're going to cover a few of them today, but I put the links in here for all of them, as well as some, pros and cons on some of the different tools. I sorted them by image tools. I sorted them, and these are all free tools. When I say free, it will have free access available on some of them where you can upgrade and get further access to other features within the tool. So you're going to see video and avatar tools in here. You're also going to see some other tools that didn't really have a good name for it, like browser or using Google Labs or the Gamma app. I got the video editors in here, as well as some AI music tools. I am not into coding, but if anybody watches this and they're into coding, this also is another tool. Now, I'm still going to reserve the right to let you know that it is believed to be accurate, but things change along the way. So just keep that in mind when it was created with Perplexity Labs, Manus, and ChatGPT Agent. So that is available for you to take note of. Some of those links are going to be affiliate links, and they will give you extra bonus things if you are opening up a session for the very first time, such as with Manus, getting extra bonus 500 AI credits, or when we talk about the Gamma app, which also gives you extra bonus AI credits too. There's a lot of tools on my list. In fact, if I was to look and count today, I probably have 10, 12 tools on here. So each one of these tools, honestly, could be its own workshop. In fact, there's going to be times where you might be thinking, oh, I'd love to see a workshop in depth on this. And definitely let me know in the chat. Inside here, you're also going to see that there is a training transcript, which I'm going to take the training transcript from Zoom. We're going to paste it inside of here, as well as the Zoom chat. And just so everybody knows, for those of you that are not inside of Skool right now, in my Amplify Your Business community, the link is listed here. And this community is for coaches, solopreneurs ready to align your strengths with AI-powered organic marketing that works. It's not about trends or tactics. It's really optimizing your visibility, simplifying your content using AI, building aligned systems so that you can attract your clients on autopilot. This is what the community was put together for. So if it's something that you think that you would like to learn more about, definitely join up. I host all of my free and my paid workshops inside of this community. And I'm also launching my private coaching for my 90-day Amplify Attraction Blueprint program in November. And I'm going to be holding an upcoming live webinar for that system, telling everybody about it, showcasing it. So we are going to get started. I'm sure you all realize there are a lot of AI tools that are out there. And, it can get really confusing on what to use and when. And so I'm going to tell you, I do not use all of the tools that I'm going to share with you today every day. Okay. So even though we may cover a lot of tools, they are in my tool belt. They're called my tool stack. So when I need them, I know that they exist. One of the things I'm going to caution you about, just be careful on when you start adding tools, that you're using them. If they give you a free trial, give them a test because you want to know that it's something that you would actually use. If it's low cost and you want to try it for a month, I suggest keeping track of all of those in a file because before you know it, it's adding up inside your monthly bills. So I'm here to say you don't need 100 different tools to run your business, but we're going to choose some of the best ones that I think are out there that are going to simplify and amplify your business. Everybody knows about ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is just where I start because it is one of my favorite LLMs, which is called a large language model. And it's all large language models basically are. They're all the different chat bots, different chat sessions are. And basically, it reads every single thing that's out on the internet. And some are going to work a little differently than others. That's why it's so easy for some of them to go really quick on giving you the answers. So, like, for example, using ChatGPT, that's your general purpose conversational AI. And it excels at giving fast responses and is really good for creative tasks, for content creation, for brainstorming, writing assistance, and even doing some analytical work. My favorite is to use this for my social media content creation. I also have a lot of GPTs that I use, and I like to create them as well as some projects. And just give you an idea right here. These are some projects that I've got going on right here. And if you were to create a new project, okay, and maybe it's a project that you're working on, let's just say it's for my essential oil ideas and business. I'm going to just create it, right? And when you create the project, you can upload documents that you always want to have available to you at any time that this project is going to reference. So, in essence, you're making yourself a little custom GPT for yourself. So, if you're finding like, okay, I always wanted to reference these specific items from my business, you can go ahead and upload them into this project. Now, this is not a project that you can share, it's just for you. I'm going to give you an example for my Amplify group. I actually could ask it right now. I want an idea for my Monday motivation posts. It's got uploaded information inside of it already for my Amplify group. And so, therefore, it should give me something that's going to be what I'm looking for, specific for the people that I'm going to be speaking to. So, you see how it gave me a nice hook and what to actually post. I've already trained it on who my audience is and what my group actually is for so that it knows what I'm looking for right here. It knows that I already want a hook, what to copy here, and it knows that I already like sharing prompts on Mondays for you guys to get some ideas inside. And it even gives me more ideas here. So that's just a little tip on using your projects right here. Another tip I'm going to share with you is that one of the reasons why I love using ChatGPT so much is it because it knows me so well because I've trained it with my personality. I've done this with my strengths assessment from the Clifton StrengthsFinder assessment, and I've given it instructions on how I want it to interact with me. If this is something that you could find a value of wanting to learn how to do this, put a 1 in the chat right now. And that might be something that I'll do a workshop on specifically on how to customize your ChatGPT so that it is personable just to you. So there's a lot of things that you can go ahead and connect up inside of your chat, like Google Calendar, your Google Drive, your OneDrive. There are many different apps inside of here. So if I wanted to, I know that I can add a document from my Google Drive as well. So if that's where you keep things, you can understand why this is super exciting because when I'm developing something in another LLM, such as Manus or Perplexity, I can take that document, bring it back into ChatGPT and say, write this in my voice. It's not sounding like me. And it will recreate it in my voice. And so that's just a little tip about ChatGPT. Okay, one of the things that I love using inside of ChatGPT are the custom GPTs. Now, you're going to see that I've got probably about 20 of them here. Just a little tip. When you start using custom GPTs and you want to save them, I'm just going to go to one right now. This is my viral post creator. This is what I use when I'm posting on Facebook and I want to do a post that is just a text only and create comment ladders, which are called threads, underneath my post in Facebook. And so, for example, if I was to just click this, it's been trained specifically on how to act, asking me, what is it that I sell? Who's my target audience? Do I already have a CTA, or should I let the GPT suggest it? And do I want a single post? So if I was just going to put, I sell essential oils and my audience is women over 50 that are active and want holistic solutions. No CTA, pick one and create a single post. Okay, so it gives me an idea of what I can post as well as how to do the comments. I've got this actually as a VIP subscription, and it comes with a full training with it. And it's inside the community, inside the classroom. But I wanted to show that if I always use this, I want it in my sidebar. So you can go up to your GPTs and click keep in sidebar, and it's going to make sure that it's over here. But let's just say I add a new one in here and there's no more room because I've got a lot. It's going to kick one of them out and you'll never find it again unless you have made it a bookmark. I'm going to make this a new bookmark just by doing that right here inside my browser. And I can call it whatever I want to, something that's going to be easy to find. I've already got a folder, but if I didn't, I could make another folder and just put on custom GPTs. I'm going to tell you guys, if you start using a lot of custom GPTs, do this, or you will lose access to them because they will be gone. And the only way you might find it is by searching a chat. Okay, so that's a little tip about ChatGPT here today. One of the things that I want to make note of whenever you are using your ChatGPT is that I would not use it for real-time news information. The different models that you have within ChatGPT are trained up through different years. Some are trained up through 2023, some are 2024, and some are summer of 2025. But there's still an information lag. So this is not where you're going to get the most recent news and information that you might be looking for. So we're going to move on to our next one, and that is going to be Perplexity. Perplexity AI is my real-time Google replacement. When I did Google searches, this is 100% the only place I go now. And you're going to see why, because it's like Google search with a master's degree, and it's going to show you its work on where it is pulling everything, where it's going to cite the sources. So, for example, I'm going to ask Perplexity right now. I'm going to Boise, Idaho for a convention. I'm going to say at the convention center. What are the closest restaurants that have 4-star or higher reviews? You notice the citations: TripAdvisor, OpenTable, Yelp. It's going to do all the work for you, so you don't have to go in and open and read all of them. Isn't that great? You can do this anytime, anywhere. When I need to do real-time information searches, let's see, who is in the news today? You notice it's just giving us October 7th current events today. It's even going to cite all the sources so that you can go look at them. This is really good, really fast, was specifically designed to be able to do this. It's going to give you the most current verifiable information. And generally, it can take longer, especially if you're going to use it to do some deep research. It's going to take longer to get the answer for what I'm looking for. When I'm developing a lead magnet and maybe I'm going to do an ebook and I want to do some deep research, I can use this tool. I use it often for developing my custom
GPTs as well, because I want the deep research to be accurate and most up to date. And so another thing that you can use it for is it's great for and finding your leads. Can you give me the most recent posts in Reddit for essential oils regarding sleep? Say you are doing a business and you are looking for where you can find more leads. Where can you go see some public posts? You can use Perplexity to do that, and it's going to give you specific places that you can go. Go click on them, okay, right there, and boom, I can start participating in my Reddit to have meaningful conversations with people to generate some new leads. You guys get the picture here. Drop a 1 in the chat or just put amazing if this is something that you could see you could use in your business or personal as well. This is a really awesome tool. Now, I will tell you that there's a little cool feature that I'm using. Okay, if you actually see me start over, do you see where it says Perplexity Pro? This is something that I got for free with one of Perplexity's programs. And anybody that has a PayPal account or a Venmo account can get 1 free year, which is $20 a month for Perplexity Pro, which allows you more deep researches. And you can use their new workspaces as well, which is similar. It's like creating projects that you can upload documents and you can share this with your team members or additional people to collaborate with a specific folder here. And you can have threads in here as well. So add your files, add some instructions on how you want it to act. And if you're not sure on how you should post those instructions, you can just simply ask ChatGPT, what should my instructions be? Give it some, remember, ChatGPT is your conversational. It will give you prompts. So I use it together with Perplexity for some other things as well. So they can work really nice hand in hand. The link to Perplexity is inside the document that I shared for 2025. And then I also want to share that you might notice right now, do you all see this assistant right here? My assistant is actually looking at this specific page. But let's say I go to another page. Let's just say I go to this Reddit page, analyze and highlight the best answers. It's just basically going to start doing some work for me where I don't have to. You can do this inside of Facebook. You can ask it to summarize the entire thread of comments that might be on an incredibly long comment list. You can do it on websites. You can do it wherever you want to. So, have you ever been on a site where you're trying to figure out, like I'll give you an example. I was inside of Stripe last night and I wanted to create a coupon, had no idea how to do that. So, I turned my assistant on, which is free for everybody. But it's inside my browser, which is now my Comet browser by Perplexity. Also, the link is inside that document. It actually searched and opened things and shut things and showed me how I could create a coupon. Then it gave me the answer on the side, just like it's doing right here. If you think this is aha moment right here, go ahead and write aha in the comment section on here. This is an amazing tool. I can tell you I use the assistant every single day for things because it makes it so incredibly fast. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to move on to one of my other favorite tools here. And this is Gemini. Gemini is another amazing deep research tool. I'm going to click the deep research right here. You will see that I've got the Gemini that allows for images and for VO3, which are videos. So I've got Gemini Pro. And just a little tip, anybody can try Gemini Pro out for free for 30 days. There is a link that will take you to the subscriptions area so that you can see the difference. You can sign up for 30 days at any time, which will then allow you to create videos with VO3, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But I use this one for deep research. I compare a lot of deep research when I'm creating some courses. And I will even utilize another tool to compare the major documents. But another thing that I will also use this for now is using gems. Now, gems is a really cool feature. And one of the neat things that I showcased inside of Nano Banana Workshop was the ability to create a storybook. And you can do it with a simple prompt, whatever you want to. And, just like something really simple right here, it's going to show you this storybook. I've shared it and people have been able to actually listen to it as well. In fact, tell me if you guys are able to hear this. Leo and the Bravery Potion. Oh, something went wrong. I'm not really sure what went wrong there. So that's just a really neat little feature to have fun with the gems. But another thing that is becoming one of my new favorites, and I've got to start using this more, is this gem is comparable to a custom GPT. Okay. It works when I say exactly the same, I'll say almost exactly the same, but better. All right. I have not yet moved mine over to gems, but I plan to move them over to gems because of a few different reasons. You can share in ChatGPT your custom GPTs. If you make them, you can share them, but then anyone can share them. When you make them inside of your Gemini gems, you can decide who has access. So if I want to give access to certain people, maybe I sell my custom GPTs, I can go ahead and simply put them in here and just give access to, I could give it to a group of people. I can give it to individual people. It is awesome to be able to do that. And they're free to create. So inside of ChatGPT, you have to pay on the Plus plan to be able to create custom GPTs, but here you do not. And they work the same. You can simply take the instructions and files, move them over into your gems that you want to create brand new. It looks just about the same. You can go ahead and give it a name, the instructions go here, and the knowledge file here. You can even upload from a Google Drive. So if you change the knowledge files for any reason and you want to add anything, take away anything inside of the Google Drive, it will update the gem automatically when you add it from the drive. It is one of my newest favorite things that just became available to be able to share like this. It also does not have the hallucinations that are caused by the smaller amount of tokens that are able to be used inside of ChatGPT. So if you've ever seen a custom GPT that you're using a lot and it starts to slow down, when it's created inside of a gem, that's not going to happen. It should not happen because it's got way more availability for space, call it. It's called tokens. So that's just a little bit of fun inside of Gemini here. Now, what else do I use my Gemini for? I have got a workshop that we did inside of school using my Nano Banana prompter that was free for everybody. And you can develop a prompt for Nano Banana for anything that you want to inside of here, and then carry that prompt over into your Gemini as well. Another thing that we included was this link to over 100 different prompts with images to show you how easy it is to use Nano Banana. So it's got the masterclass link here. And so everything is inside of our school community. So if you want to have access to these things, you definitely want to be in there. But just to give you an idea, if I was to take this prompt right here and go inside of Gemini, paste that, click that I'm going to create an image, and I want to actually add I'm going to look for a bottle of doTERRA essential oil. I'm just going to grab something off of the internet. There we go. And now we're going to watch it. I use this tool for my images as my number one tool. It has changed my business. It looks pretty darn good. What I want to do next, I'm going to go upload it, and then I'm going to take the prompt. Let me just go ahead and explode this image with sound effects. We're going to see what it does here, and it's going to take just a moment to do that. And since we are talking about VO3 now, I'm going to show you that there is more than one place that you can access video, and VO3 is my number one place that I generate my images. When you have Gemini Pro, you have access to making a set amount of videos every single month. They give you 1,000 credits to do it inside of Flow, and Flow is going to be Google's playground. And when you're inside of Flow, and when you have Pro, you are able to generate with 1,000 credits. I'm able to make, I think each video costs me 20 credits. That's a lot. But when we are inside of Gemini, in addition to Flow, you can make 3 videos, which are 8 seconds long, every single 24 hours. Now, they are down to the T on the 24 hours. So you kind of have to almost like give yourself a little like reminder to go inside of here to make your videos. After your first month free, you're going to have $20 a month. So if you're looking for some kind of a video generator, this might be the one that you choose. So let's go ahead and watch this. Okay. That's really cool. All right. So imagine doing that with any of your products that you want to give it some kind of direction on generating a video on there. Who would love to see a workshop? Go ahead and put VO3 inside the chat if you would like to see a workshop simply on making these videos, not just like this, but how about an ad with the videos? Now, I use Canva. I download the individual videos and I use Canva to quote unquote sew them together to create a longer video. Okay. So you might have seen me post this one.
Amplify your business, learning how to make videos like this.
Now, you see, she keeps talking because she had she had 8 seconds, but I just would clip and shorten it inside of Canva. Okay. So I uploaded an image of myself first. That's why you see it with the image at the very beginning. And then it turned me into this. And it didn't do everything I wanted it to do. So sometimes it takes a few generations. It's really a fun tool to make ads, to make videos of yourself or other people. Just a little bit of direction, but if it's something like if you guys want to see a VO3 workshop, you got to put it down inside the chat session, and then I will put that on the docket there. Now I'm going to go into another tool here, Claude. That's my AI writing tool. It's really, really exceptional at handling extremely long documents, high accuracy for reasoning, and it's got safe, reliable outputs without the risk of hallucinations or things that just do not make sense. It's because of how much it can handle, you have the ability to upload books into it. It can create books as well. So another few things, I'm not a coder, but it's also really good with its coding expertise, its deep context understanding. When I need to compare documents that I've done some deep research, or maybe it's given me a couple different ideas and I want to know, well, let's combine them. This is where I come to do that simply by uploading those documents here. It will also take screenshots as well. I recently did something which is really cool. I'm going to go look at my chats just to showcase it to you. Is I uploaded my analytics from my YouTube channel, and it analyzed it, broke it down, telling me the top performing videos, all the details about it, the key insights, what my strengths were, some challenges. Amazing, right? So if you need things to be analyzed and broken down for you, legal documents too, this is a great tool to be able to do that with. So that is Claude. Another tool that I find is really amazing is my Cider tool. Now, this is something that has got some free usage, but it also has upgrades because of the credits. And my Cider tool is what I would call LLM model agnostic. You would download the extension. So if you're wanting to record your screen, you can do that inside of here. You might decide that you want to just do a chat with whatever is on your screen. You can do that as well. If you want to be able to do some discussion with whatever's on your screen. Now, I know I've got the agent on here, but I could have something else on here like a website. And I can have it write a paragraph or an essay or write a blog post from something that we have on this side. So it's a really interesting creative tool here. But if I want to compare LLMs, I can do a side by side and I can choose, do I want it to use Claude, Gemini? Let's say I wanted to use GPT-5. And over here, I wanted to use Claude. I just said, write a blog post on gut health options using essential oils and other holistic options. So basically, it's going to write it with Claude's voice and GPT-5's voice. This is a time saver right here. And you get to compare what you want. Look at all of the different things it just pulled up here. And it's continuing on both sides. So I'm pretty impressed there. You can go in further in deep research here, etc. So other things that you can do is it will create a website for you. Now, I have not used this because I'm going to tell you I have a different one that I absolutely love, but I have used it to create slides with research that was done. I uploaded a document with some deep research to create slides, and wow, I got to choose what I wanted it to be in. I've used Manus before to do this. I've used, was it ChatGPT as well to create slides? And I did a comparison, did a YouTube video on it on my Sondra Verva YouTube channel. And this AI slide by Cider won, hands down. It was the fastest. It listened to what I was looking for. It had the details. And it wasn't super high level. If you want it to be, you can. So I did the 21 indispensable qualities of a leader, and I uploaded a document, and it literally just created this file with pictures that actually matched it. So it pulled these pictures right off of the internet. So I was very, very impressed. This is a little known secret, is Cider. So definitely take a look at bookmarking that when you want to look at some presentations. We're going to go on to my next one, which is one of my favorites. They're all going to be my favorites, right? So let's go to NotebookLM. If I want to create a notebook to be able to have discussions, I can simply create it here. It's going to ask me, what do I want to upload? And you can upload anything from your Google Drive that is a PDF, that is a MP3 audio if you want to. You can do a website. You can do YouTube videos or pasted text. I definitely use this a lot with my YouTube. For example, I was uploading one of my favorite instructors for AI, and I uploaded 2 of his YouTube videos. I simply added it with the link, or if you use NotebookLM, there is a YouTube to Notebook Chrome extension, and your Chrome extensions also work on Comet. I can go ahead and add a YouTube video. If I was on YouTube right now and I wanted to add all of his videos, this is really cool. Maybe you follow somebody and you want their voice. Okay, so let's just say I really want to do a lot of training around how Jonathan Mast teaches and talks. So I'm going to add this current tab to those videos. Now, what is it doing? It is now going to add probably, look at that, 300 is the source limit for notebooks. And it is adding all of his videos and his transcripts directly into NotebookLM right now. I could find whatever I want to by typing in the chat session on what does Jonathan Mast use for his AI stack. Okay, I can choose all of them. I can uncheck them all and just use a couple if I want to. And you notice it says 2 sources. So if I say all of them, it says 37 sources are here. So he's got 37 videos that it uploaded. So as it's going to do that, I'm just going to showcase if I wanted to make an audio overview to listen to something that I have got information posted over here inside a NotebookLM. All I have to do is I could do a deep dive. This is going to create a podcast, okay? I could do a short one, a longer one. I can even do it as a debate or critique. You can choose 80 different languages. The things that you can do with NotebookLM are absolutely amazing. If I wanted to create a video overview, I could do that as well. And I can even have the host focus specifically on certain things. I can do a mind map, reports, and it'll choose, do you want a briefing document about, like, if I want to know what this video is about, I can just do a quick briefing document on it. Or I can type summarize this and look specifically what I want. I could create a blog post simply off of his videos alone. So I could do flashcards and quizzes. This is great for teachers. So you notice that I asked what does he use for his AI tech stack, and boom, Chat GPT, Gemini, Google, Claude, etc., Comet browser, Manus. So there's a lot of things that you can do with NotebookLM. Definitely take a look at that. I've got a video that's dropping on my YouTube channel on that for more information. The last one that I want to share with you on the LLMs is a little bit different. It's not just a simple LLM. It is called Manus. How many of you have used Manus in the past? Tell us what you use Manus for in the chat. I'd love to know. So Manus right here, it can perform complex tasks. When I say end to end, I'm going to show something in here that's really incredible. It's going to take some time. It can do report writing. It can do coding, research analysis, scheduling, data analysis. And it doesn't need me to go step by step to give it instructions. Okay, it's going to do all of it. It is an agent working for you. It works in the background. Even if you disconnect from it, it's going to give you a notification when it's done. You can upload documents into it. You can do deep research. This is amazing at creating guides, training courses, ebooks, websites, presentations, you name it. It can do it. And as Lisa says, it's basically a brain. You notice I've got almost 9,000 credits here. And every single day you get an additional 300 credits. Actually, you have to use those. It refreshes. So how did I get that many credits? I simply shared my affiliate link to give you 500 extra Manus credits. The link to Manus is inside that 2025 document so that you can use this. And I'm going to give you an example right now of a prompt that I pre-created here. We are going to let it run in the background. And I'm going to ask for it to create a complete package on the topic, holistic natural options for stress relief and emotional well-being, by researching best practices and current scientific evidence, then generate a lead magnet ebook, a practical quick guide, a training course curriculum, a full website copy. We're going to see how that comes out, which you get to then, make adjustments to, and write for casual but informed clients, cite the resources, and include actionable advice and image suggestions for each asset. So, and it might ask me for things along the way. It sometimes does that, like some image ideas. As we're going to do this, you're going to see that it's going to start thinking, then it's going to start working and doing its job there. It's got a little computer down here and it starts doing its work. I'm always amazed at this. It does also adaptive learning. The more you use it, it gets used to you, kind of like your Chat GPT starts to get used to you and what you're putting inside of it. All right, so it's still doing its job here. We're going to come back to that. And this is one of my stars right here. This is called Gamma. I have a slight obsession with Gamma. I would call this visual stardom here. Gamma is great at creating, for example, websites. So the website that I just shared with you that I created in Gamma was the Nano Banana one with clickable links on here. You can put videos inside, or you can do landing pages, you name it. It's here, ready to use. Another great thing that you can do with it is presentations. I'm working on a Sora 2 user guide right here. I've got for those that are inside my VIP Facebook viral post creator, also gets my training on how to post viral posts by top creators that are monetized on Facebook. That's also another thing that I have created in here. You could do presentations. You can do documents inside of here as well. Another great idea is if you see a website that you want to create and you want to duplicate, let's see here. Jenna Kutcher is one that I like to show as an example a lot. Let's just say you're like, I need to create a new website and I need some ideas, right? So I'm going to go inside of Gamma and I'm just going to create a new Gamma, and I'm going to take her URL as an idea here. I'm going to import it, and I can choose, I want it to be a web page. So the next step on here is, let's just say I want to have everything preserved exactly the way she had it, just so I could actually see what I would replace with my own. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose a theme. I could do a gold theme. I could choose all sorts of different colors here. Maybe I want a dark theme. Let's make it a little holographic looking. I'm going to choose freeform, which allows it to decide how many cards it's going to do. And I'm going to up it just a little bit. And then I'm going to let it choose the images with Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is Nano Banana. It's going to pull in some of her images as well. Just as a quick idea, this is how Gamma works. Now, Gamma works on AI credits because this is using AI to do this. When you want to use Gamma, definitely use my link because you're going to get an extra 200 free AI credits so that you can keep generating. But I pay $20 a month to be able to use this unlimited AI. I can do so much in here. I have done many videos on using Gamma on my YouTube page. But if this is something you guys want to have a workshop for me to demo with you, I would be happy to do that. Definitely put Gamma demo workshop inside of the chat session. And Tammy says, I'm setting up a Stripe account and had to use a public facing website that matched the new business I was creating. Gamma created a website for me so fast, it took me longer to paste in the prompt than I added the TNC, terms and conditions, privacy policy, lingo, made it beautiful all in under 15 minutes. And that was me not having much of a clue what to do. She's a huge fan. Tammy, I remember those days where you were like, how on earth do I do this? It just takes a little bit of direction. That's why having the workshops are really nice and easy so that you can learn how to do it. But oh, look at how cool this is. We're just going to just show you. It's pulling in images here. So you get the idea, right? And you're like, okay, I'm not really sure I like how this works. Every single thing is changeable. Lisa says, Gamma makes me look like such an awesome designer. And Tammy agrees. You guys, I cannot rave enough about this time saver. I am always throwing things in here going, gosh, what would it look like if I threw my lesson or my training inside of Gamma? So I've done that. I've created training. I think this is what I used when I did my lesson 1 in my module. This is what I did is I used these presentation slides for my video, exact ones. I was like, oh, if you're like, well, I'm not really sure I like this, well, go ahead and let's just change it to a different layout. And if I don't like that one, I can just undo it or choose a different one. Look at this. Look at how easy this is. Like, seriously, this is insane. I still get absolutely amazed at how fast and how easy this tool is to use. That's why I've done so many YouTube videos about it because it is just so easy and so much fun. Everybody needs Gamma. The next one that I'm going to share is Sora 2. This is a video generator right here, and it does text to video and with video and audio generation. It is made by ChatGPT's OpenAI, and the link should be in the file as well. And you probably all saw me post.
Either way, you'll know exactly when to join in and ask. If you're curious about her AI workshops, it's easy to find out more. You can simply ask her for the link where she keeps them all in one place. Have you ever wondered how a funny picture with words on it becomes a meme?
Okay, so where did I get these from? Okay, I did not create those ones. So I went onto their homepage. And on their homepage, if I wanted to take this and remix this.
Mr. President, the blender and the set of cookware, what's your bid? Well, Bob, in the spirit of fiscal responsibility, I'm going to say $800 even. $800 it is, locking it in. And then
Okay, so if I want to remix this one, and if I want to do it where I'm like, JFK says, don't forget to attend Sondra's workshop on Tuesdays. That's how I created these. I just remixed them. It's like a TikTok for AI videos. In order to get your own likeness into here, you would have an iPhone at the time. It's not available as an app on Android yet. And you can upload your image, and then it's called a cameo. So if I want to I can upload things, but it does not allow me to upload my own image to this area. Now, I was just trying some fun new ones.
The area to evacuate now. Newsflash, there has been a sighting of an AI alien floating across the Sydney, Australia harbour. Authorities are urging everyone in the area to evacuate now.
All I did was I created this prompt myself. It's really easy to put your own prompts in to create something, but I couldn't use like my own likeness or anything else like that. So you can do news flashes on anything, and it's a great way to grab attention for your business. That is Sora 2. We're going to go back to Manus. And it created, and you see all the work that it did, and it says it's like creating the practical guide. It's developing the training course curriculum, creating a complete website with 5 sections, and delivering it. Look at that. And it's got all of the information for citations that you can put into your ebook, you guys. This is amazing. Okay, I get a little excited. Now here's my quick guide. Your 2-page toolkit for stress relief. Again, with references. Wow. Put Manus in the chat if you were thinking, I'm using this for sure. Training course curriculum. Right here. Work now. Who wants to guess where I'm going to go ahead and put this information? Copy that. Go over to Gamma. This is how my brain works. Create new. Paste in the text. Create a presentation. I want to preserve the text. Let's just summarize it. I'm not really sure. So let's just see. I can always do it again and say preserve the exact text. I can leave it detailed, extensive, concise, you name it. Let's change it to a different color. Hit generate. Let's see what it does. When you are in Gamma, you have to leave it open. You can't go do something else, okay? Or it will stop working. So this is just a brief moment, a brief pause as it's creating this. But I am interested to see what else it created inside of Manus. Yeah, you guys, Manus is free to chat, so you can chat with it every day. And if you want to do more agentic type things like we just did right here, how cool is this? You're creating yourself a nice little presentation. And you notice right up here in the corner, it says presentation mode. So you can use it to do the presentation, or you can download it if you just like the way that PowerPoint works. You could do that as well. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. With all of the different images, and I can add more if I want as well. So back to Manus. Let's see what the website looks. It gave me website copy. Where am I going to create this, guys? I'm going to go inside Gamma, and I could create the website with this copy. I'll come back to that. I could be in here all day, right? Do you see how this can suck up your time? Where am I going next? Boom. Midjourney. So Midjourney is not free. I think the cheapest way to do Midjourney is $10 a month. But some of you have asked me, Sondra, where do you create all of those cute images like this, right? This is where I do it. And I will tell you that I have got a custom GPT that I paid for to be able to give me these prompts. Now, a little tip for you. Say you see an image that you like that I've created. You can go ahead and copy that image. You can even add the image and upload it into here. Use it as an omni reference to create something else or as a prompt. If I was to put this here and oops, it's actually going to images right here. And I want to create a style to create an image with this 3D. I'll just put character. Oh, well, Pixar style. Sometimes it doesn't like that because of some things going on with Disney at this time with Midjourney. In a cafe, they're going to use the style of that reading a book. So it's going to work on that right now. But you can also create, I can take this image, say I like this image right now, and I want to animate this image. Let's go low motion on this one right here. It's a great way to add some video effects. So this is an example of one that I did earlier today where I animated one and I posted it on my social media, reminding people that if they want to learn more. And how did I create that? I simply uploaded an image of myself. And so I basically said, change her to be in a cafe with a cup of coffee. And that's how we were able to create that image of myself recreated. Now, when I first did it, I think we varied it. And you notice these don't look like me at all. Okay. This is the closest one. So what I did was I wanted to vary this one. So I picked subtle and it just recreated that one. And it's doing that right now. So they don't always come out and it might take a lot of tries. Look at her, how she picks it up with a phantom hand. It's quite crazy what can come out. And a part of it could definitely be the prompt, right? I do use a Midjourney prompter. So I will share that inside of your ChatGPT, if you were to go to the GPT store, you can search for GPTs to explore. For example, Midjourney. And there are people that have given public access to photorealistic image prompts or an MJ prompt generator. So you'll find them in there. I think I tried one earlier today, and that's how I came up with these images right here because it gave me a few different prompts. Doesn't really totally look like mine, but that's okay. This is the one we just did, create an image with this 3D character as the style of the person reading a book. You get the gist of how that one works. So that is my Midjourney. Another thing that people have asked me about is avatars. And I use either Heygen or Hedra. And just as an example here, I was playing with this. Let's see what she actually came out with.
If you haven't joined the AMPLIFY Your Business Skool community yet, what are you waiting for?
Okay, so no idea why I got a network error.
You don't have to search everywhere for doTERRA answers. Need to know the best oil for sleep? Just ask Essential Chats and get your answer. Essential Chats.
Soon, you won't have to search everywhere for doTERRA answers. Need to know the best oil for sleep? Just ask Essential Chat and get your answer.
Hopefully you guys are able to hear that. So my process, what I do when I'm doing a Hedra, I will open a Chat GPT. I uploaded a picture of myself when I first did it and a bottle of essential oil. I said, turn me into a baby using these images holding a bottle of doTERRA essential oil at my kitchen table. It came out with that. But when I uploaded it into Gemini to do the same thing, it is a lot better at spelling. So I created one today. Then I wanted to upload that into Hedra, and it was giving me problems. I I have heard from some people, I don't know if it's Hedra or they were having issues on the image side in ChatGPT. Creating things with babies sometimes is one of those like red flags where they're kind of cautious on. So I thought, well, maybe if I try it with a teenager, and I didn't get that far today, but I wanted to show you, you can try different things inside of Gemini or ChatGPT. And then what I did was I went back to the actual post in ChatGPT that I had created it. What prompt can I give Hedra to use this photo to create a video? What prompt for motions as the baby talks to look at the essential oil bottle occasionally? And it gave me the prompt to say, so you can use your tools to ask it for prompts for other tools, asking it to animate it, subtle blinking, small head tilts, let the baby babble a little bit. These are good prompts. And it's just about, okay, well, can I get it to work on the day that I wanted to? I couldn't. So if I wanted to create a video here, I can then decide how I want an aspect ratio. I can add the starting frame, which is going to be the image, and then the audio script. You can go ahead and, what does this one sound like?
The world is round, and the place which may seem...
So
Dreams come true. Without that possibility,
so you get to pick. These are from 11 Labs. So you can go ahead and choose one, or you can create the voice and you can clone your own. You can create an image too. So you can upload an image or take an image. And then you're going to go ahead and put the prompt in here and let it go. That's how simple it is. There are many tools that I have listed inside for creating avatars. When you guys see the different images of myself, I used Crea to create my AI images and I trained it to create my clone. That definitely is a class in itself, is how to create your digital clone and how to actually use these using prompts to come up with putting yourself in different situations. But you see me in different shirts and different poses. I use some of these for my YouTube videos as well, and some of these I use Nana Banana to create, as well as Gamma helped me create some of these too. So it's limitless on what you can do to create your digital clone, which then you can use inside of your avatars as well, so that you are training your avatar that you can make videos with. It's pretty incredible on everything that you can do. Did any of you guys get to see or hear my amplified song for that I posted inside of the school community? This song was, I'll just play a snippet. It's all AI created. You guys, this made me cry last night. Literally. Like, my process that I used to create this was so simple. So, your ChatGPT knows you pretty well. And I asked ChatGPT, create me a song based on the last year of my life with you on ChatGPT. And it created the title, the verses here, the pre-chorus. I mean, the bridge and the final chorus right here. Okay. This song, when I did it, was 1,000 years, 1,000 turns. I'm like, I thought I published this one. Yeah, here it is right here. So that's with epic sound. When you are creating this, okay, I get choked up even listening to this, because have you ever used your Chat GPT when you're frustrated and you're trying to work on something and it knows everything that you're working on? And those lyrics were pulled together to create something amazing. Imagine now that I could create a video with, say, Veo 3, then put that music to, sew it all together inside a Canva. I mean, what an anthem, right? It's so inspirational. You literally come over here and you would paste the lyrics and you put the style that you want. Do you like hip hop? Do you like R&B? The one that I did amplified was epic, cinematic, and pop. And I asked it. I went into ChatGPT. This was last night. I said, what style should I use? Epic, or give me some other ideas? And it said epic, cinematic, pop. But I could use electro motivational pop, indie pop rock. So again, using your ChatGPT and using Suno together, it creates this. Now, when you do not have the paid version, you cannot use this for commercial use. You can only use it for things like I'm sharing with you guys, or you have to pay for it if you want to use it on things like YouTube videos, ads, things like that. But you can share these, you can add pictures to them, they'll give you different versions. It's just limitless. Did you guys learn some new things, some aha moments, some tools that you could see that you could use in your business?
If you want to learn more of how to integrate these AI tools into your business to help attract your ideal clients and do it in evergreen marketing ways that will attract your audience even while you're sleeping, be sure to click the link in the description to join the Amplify Your Business School community. See you on the inside.